Welcome to the Daily Money Quote. Hello, my name is Florian Fritz. I'm a money teacher and I'm talking about one money quote every day. Today, it's not that directly about money, but still, let's go for it. Money quote number 23 is by David Faherty, and he said, "It's how you deal with failure that determines how you achieve success." Who's David Faherty? I didn't know. If you play golf, you might. He was a pro golfer. And he said, money quote number 23, "It's how you deal with failure that determines how you achieve success." So that's not directly about money, but because there's different ways to be successful. It's not all about money, right? It's like I heard the definition: success is the increasing achievement of desirable goals. And those goals can be something different than money, of course. But having more money is some success. It's a good way to measure. So let's talk about money successes. And if we talk about how you deal with failure to achieve success, I want to recommend a book to you, which is this one. It's called Learned Optimism by Martin Seligman. And he's explaining how you learn to be optimistic, how you learn to be successful. Let me start with the opposite, with learned helplessness. And he's explaining it that way. Imagine you have two dogs and you put them each in a box and then you expose them to electroshocks. Please don't do that at home. You expose those dogs to electroshocks. One of them can escape the box and the other one cannot. So you give them the shock. The one that can escape will escape, and that's it. The one that can't escape will try for a while and then he'll give up and just lie down and accept the shocks. Okay? And in the next step, you put them both in a box where they can escape. And you expose them to the shocks again, and the one that escaped the last time will escape again, and the one that couldn't escape the last time will just lie down and accept the shocks because he doesn't believe that he can escape. That's what we call learned helplessness. A famous example for that is elephants. How do you keep an elephant where you want him to stay? With just a thin rope. That's because he learned it that way. As a baby elephant, they put him on a chain that he can't escape, and he learns with that thing on his leg, he can't move further away than 2 meters or something. So later on, with a thin rope, the elephant won't even try. Even when there's a fire, they won't run away because they don't believe they can. They will die before they try to run away, although this elephant would take that rope away easily. That's learned helplessness. Do you know people that behave that way? People that behave like victims and saying, "Oh, life's happening to me and I can't do anything, I can't change anything." Yes, probably you've noticed that. You've seen somebody like that. So that's learned helplessness. And on the other hand, you can also learn the opposite. So if something happens to you, look how you react, how your brain starts thinking, what your mind's telling you when something doesn't go the way you want it to. There's 3 things we're looking at. We're looking at, is it permanent? Is it pervasive? And is it personal? So let's say in a sales call, a prospect says no. The pessimist will say, "Oh my God, everybody says no to me. I'll never be able to sell something." So he thinks it's permanent. The optimist will say, "Oh, there's plenty of prospects out there. I'll talk to the next one." And he will buy. So the pessimist makes it permanent, the failure. The optimist says it's a one-time incident. Is it pervasive? The pessimist will say, "I'm a bad salesperson. I'm always a bad salesperson." And the optimist will say, "Well, that was just a one-time incident, one-time situation. Next time will be different." So the pessimist makes it pervasive, the optimist does not. And personal, the pessimist will say, "Oh, I suck." And I about himself. And the optimist will say, well, the prospect was maybe just in a bad mood that day. It wasn't a good time to call him. So he doesn't make it personal. So next time something doesn't go to your plan, look at those three things. Are you reasoning in your mind? Is it permanent? Is it pervasive? Is it personal? And if you do, just change your thoughts. Think, next time will be better. It's not about me. It was just a bad situation. To learn optimism for yourself. Okay? Because what attitude do you think will create more success? The pessimistic or the optimistic way? Of course, the optimistic way will help you to achieve success. Another book I can highly recommend you to deal with those things going on in your head. If you're talking the pessimistic way to yourself, take this book, Little Voice Mastery, by my mentor, Blair Singer. He's giving you 21 techniques to win the war between your heads in 30 seconds or less. So if you need some help, go get this book and you'll have some techniques on how to manage the thoughts, the voices going on in your head. So that's the way to deal with failures that you can achieve success in the future. And it was a pro golfer who got us the idea today in Money Quote number 23. See you tomorrow with the next Money Quote. Bye-bye.